So WIRA is a large language model. It's a multimodal model, which means that it can consume photos, videos, text. It runs in the same way as you would expect of a ChatGPT, a Gemini. The only difference is that it's small enough to be able to be run on all sorts of different hardware. Like I said, laptops, of course, with a certain amount of RAM, and all the way up to a cluster of GPUs, right? It's not meant, because it was built with the sovereignty part in mind. We're not saying that this is meant to compete with any of the big boys, right? It's not meant to replace a Gemini or a Claude, but for very specific use cases, especially in the area of government, in the area of sensitive or top secret workloads, you want something that's a bit disconnected, there's no area for someone to cut it off, compared to any of the other big boy models where you're dependent on their data center, their infrastructure and their weights. What we're saying here is this is a model that we have built, we have trained, we control the weights, and we're able to run it anywhere, right? So that was the premise. It's good enough. Of course, every model has a strength, right? We've of course tailored this a little bit to understanding the local Malaysian context, and that's why it scores very well on the benchmarks, the 89%. But it's also very good for things like workflows and tool calling. So the idea is that you could put it in a harness, you could make it work with different scenarios where you need to call different tools, things like that. So very efficient for that kind of purpose. Let's talk about TrueDex, right? So TrueDex is, like I said, an AI agent built on your dashboards. What happens in Gamuda is that we're a very big company. We're spread out across Australia, Singapore, Taiwan. How do I know what's happening in my projects, right? To know that information is probably asking someone, and that someone talks to someone or many people, right? And it takes a few days to compile the information, and by the time it gets back to you, it's a week, right? What we do is that with TrueDex, we're able to use an AI agent to do the same process, but within a couple of minutes. So we're able to understand, because we already have our enterprise dashboards, we're able to say confidently, okay, this project is this many percent progress, this billing cycle is this many percentage completed, this particular project has this kind of health and safety score, right? And with a proper thinking, reasoning process behind it. So it's all large language model driven. It's not scripted in a sense. Neither is it something that is hard coded, right, with algorithms at the back. It is a large language model doing the thinking and reasoning and things like that. I think value is shifting more upstream. So it's about how do we build the best product that customers love, that have all the features that they expect, that also is distributed in a way that they expect. Meaning that how does our products like TrueDex reach a customer in a different country, right? Or how does Spatial Q speak to an urban planner sitting in Sarawak, for example, right? So the idea is that we need to get better every day at understanding our customers' needs and also being very sharp about the features that we develop and why we develop them.